And we are live. Whew. Alright guys, I know it's been a minute since I've streamed on this channel. But there's, I said I was probably going to start streaming during the off season. That's what I'm starting doing. I just have not had the time to stream on this channel, from having, school to deal with. And I have another channel look guys, my number one priority will be my main channel, but don't worry, I have not forgot about this channel. And I was not really going to come back to the draft or the season. That's when I was going to return. I'm like, man, y'all probably forget about this channel, so I'm going to start early so y'all don't. So first, I want to go over, let's see here. And I have the link in the chat for anybody who wants to join. I'll put it up here. Alright, as you can see, I have the link in the chat. Blaze, what's good?
Oh, not too much, okay, Mike?
It's good, alright. Alright. Yeah, we're just talking about drafts right now. Alright, so first I want to go over one prospect. I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name, but we're going to go over Fashanu, who's an offensive tackle from Penn State. And I think he will definitely be an upgrade over Penning. So we still have to see. But Blaze, how do you feel about Fashanu? You think he'll be all right?
The whole team?
Yeah, from Penn State.
I think he's I think he's gonna be good though.
Yeah, I think he will be good. I feel like Fashanu, like his run blocking's alright, but I don't believe he allowed a sack. And
how many sacks he has last year?
He didn't allow a single sack.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, I think he'll definitely be an upgrade. In fact, I'll read an article. If I can move this camera over here, let's see. All right, so it says, and this was released by the New Orleans Saints themselves. This was like Monday of a couple weeks ago, where it states a Tulsi 2-year starter with loads of potential. Fashanu is still learning to be less mechanical and more instinctive with his play. At this point, he could impose his traits upon most collegiate opponents and stack the deck in his favor. As a pro, he will need to play with better control and more consistent technique to prevent being countered and beaten by NFL talent. There is still room to get bigger and stronger, but he's already playing with good focus and drive as a run blocker. Issues with footwork and landmarks can be corrected with more coaching. He's long and has really effective recovery agility to help keep his quarterback clean, but inconsistent pass slides and excessive leaning could make things harder than they need to be early on. Overall, the word ethic is traits and tape make it easier to project Fashanu's continued improvement into a very good left tackle.
Right.
So yeah, I think Fashanu definitely has all the potential in the world. Then again, I'll say that about Trevor Penning, but these are two different scenarios. So I feel like we need to draft a tackle. If we're going to draft a tackle, which we probably are with the Ramchick news, I think if we're going to draft a tackle, I think it has to be somebody from like a bigger name school that actually plays against competition. Because I did not, like Northwestern did not really play against competition. So I want somebody to play up against the fierce defensive linemen from college because you're going to be playing against better defensive linemen in the NFL. So we need to get you prepared for NFL-like prospects in college. Now,
Right.
yeah, exactly. So now I'm going to talk about somebody from the edge. And he also went to Penn State, which could be somebody that the Saints take. And his name is Chop Robinson, edge from Penn State. And here, let's see. So it says that, all right, so let's see. So he's getting compared to Michael Parsons and Myles Garrett. So, I mean, I think that's big in itself. I feel like, because, like, look, Cameron Jordan ain't staying for too many years. So I feel like we're going to need our Cameron Jordan replacement. And I feel like Chop Robinson would definitely I think he'll fill that void.
Juwan Johnson, I know he's a really good player, but
Yeah.
he needs to keep working his footwork and his hand.
Yeah, like I agree. Fashanu or Chop Robinson would definitely be good picks. I would probably take Fashanu before I take Robinson because, like, we just signed Chase Young, and I know he's dealing with his injury thing right now because that's a trend at this point. But
Let me tell you that sign.
Yeah,
That's a really good sign though.
yeah, I like the signing too. I would take Fashanu though because Ryan Ramczyk, we don't even know if he's going to play this season. We don't even know if he's going to play again in his career. So I would take Fashanu, but if we take Chop Robinson, I would understand. But we'll just have to see. Now I want to talk about an edge from UCLA. Goes by the name, I believe I'm going to pronounce this right, Laiatu Latu. I think that's his name. And it says New Orleans does not have a lot of room to work with in free agency. I mean, just on Chase Young. But then it says the Saints have always fielded a rotation of edge rushers, and the selection of Laiatu Latu allows them to continue without making a splashy free agent signing. Yeah, I mean, I don't really consider Chase Young a flashy free agent signing, but more of a free agent signing that helps the team. How do you feel about Laiatu Latu come to the Saints if he does?
If he does, he's probably gonna do good though, and he can protect the help with the defense or the does he play the defense or the offense?
He plays edge rusher, defensive line.
Well, I think he's gonna do good and help with the defense though.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about somebody who's been mocked to the Saints a couple times. Jared Verse, edge from Florida State. Here it says, I don't find this to be the most enticing class of edge rushers, but while I may not look at a player like Verse's game-changing presence, I don't envision a scenario in which he doesn't turn out to be a solid starting caliber player who helps out against both the pass and run. Yeah, I mean, Jared Verse was dominant. I mean, when I watched Jared Verse, he was dominant. That's why Florida State was the top 5 team this year because Jared Verse was dominant. Okay, so those are players that we were looking for the Saints. Now, what I want to do real quick, if I can hold on, let me see real quick. All right. So, how about this? Let me pull this up. Okay, let me get this out. right. So Blaze, I want to get your top five. Um, your top five um positions that you target for the Saints. Starting at one, who's your number one position?
All right. My top five are the QB. Picnic. Junior.
Okay.
The uh the other one. Uh offensive line out of Georgia.
All right.
My third one is edge rusher out of sorry. Then my fourth one is the uh the defense back,
All right.
and my fifth one is wide wide receiver.
All right. Yeah, I think that might be what the Saints target. But you see, now let's talk about some free agent noise. All right, I want to recap some of the free agent moves that not just the Saints have made, but free agent news that have happened across the entire NFL landscape. All right.
All right.
So we're gonna go team by team and see how. Because I have not really got my opinion on every single team yet, so we're gonna
Yeah.
go team by team and see how they did. Starting with the Arizona Cardinals. So with the Cardinals, let's see. So with the Cardinals, let's see what they did. Hold on, let me go back a little bit. All right. So with the Cardinals, you signed Chris Barnes, Aaron Brewer, Bobby Price, Elijah Wilkinson, and then you signed Blake Gillikin. You released DJ Humphries. You signed Jonah Williams. You traded Rondale Moore to the Falcons for Desmond Ritter. I mean, okay. And then the biggest notable thing that you did was sign Chris Tonga and Evan Brown. How do you feel that the Cardinals improved this past offseason?
The Cardinals, they is alright team. And they should keep one one of the defense players.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals, they're a team that they don't care about the name. They just want somebody to get the job done. And that's what I feel like a lot of teams should be doing.
Right.
Like teams sign names instead of production. Like you got friggin' team signing Calvin Ridley, which we're gonna get to in a second, but I don't know. Now let's talk about a division rival in the Atlanta Falcons. So the Falcons,
Fuck the Falcons.
that too. But the Falcons, they signed Kirk Cousins, Darnell Mooney, Storm Norton. And they traded Ritter to Arizona for more. Then they signed Ray McLeod and Contavious Street. In fact, before you speak, happy 328 day, everybody. Woo! Aaron.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, the best day of the year by far.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
yeah, in fact, today's actually Derek Carr's birthday. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. So, yeah. Ain't it just fun? But yeah. How do you feel about the stupid, dumb, idiot, ugly looking birds did this offseason?
Thunderbirds. All right, the Thunderbirds. Their 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 team is trash.
Yeah.
But but because because I know Kurt Cousins from the Vikings. I know their team is. I know he don't know how to read the blitz or something he he gets sacked at every play.
Yeah. Now look, I don't think Kirk Cousins is a bad quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. But Falcon fans are hypocritical because they be saying that. You see, Falcon fans, let me talk to you real quick. All right.
Hmm.
So when the Saints signed Derek Carr last season, you had some Saints fans saying they were going to the Super Bowl, right?
Hmm.
But one thing, Derek Carr is not coming off of a torn Achilles at age 35. Kirk Cousins nearly got his career ended last season because of torn Achilles, and you paid him more than we paid Carr. So I want to hear. We paid him 150. Y'all paid him 180.
Yeah,
So I want to
right.
hear. You signed Darnell Mooney, big whoop. He's gonna drop everything Kirk throws at him. And
Right.
Drake London, I mean, he alright. Kyle Pitts, I mean, we still have he's TBD. Like, and then you got Bijan, which all right. But yeah, that's what I'd say on Atlanta, and you can suck it. Next, let's go on to the Baltimore Ravens. All right, let's see any notable things that they've done. I mean, obviously they did the big move, signed Derrick Henry, this past off season. They brought back Matthew Bouquet. Hold on, I gotta do a better way to do this. Hold on. Let me do this. All right, here we go. Let me do this. I think this tells me without having to. All right, here we go. So actually, let's go to the Buffalo Bills. We'll get to the Ravens soon. All right, now we're gonna go division by division, except for the Cardinals and Falcons, which we already did them. All right, now let's go to the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills, I mean, they signed Mitch Trubisky back. They signed Matt Collins, Curtis Samuel, not bad. They brought back Deion Dawkins. They signed David Edwards. They signed Will Clapp and AJ Epinesa. Then they brought in Casey Toohill, Austin Johnson, Daquan Jones, Deshaun Williams, Nicholas Morrow, Teron Johnson, Cam Lewis, Mike Edwards, and Taylor Rapp. So yeah, those are the biggest additions by the Bills. How do you feel about the Bills?
The Bills, their team is good. Josh I like their quarterback Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean, like the Bills. I mean, they've lost some pieces. You know, they lost Tre'Davious White. That's gonna be tough. And you know, Stephon Diggs, he's still crying like a baby. But other than that, you know, Gabe Davis, you know, him leaving will be bad. Deontay Hardy leaving won't be great, but we'll just have to see. Now the Miami Dolphins, they brought in Salvin Ahmed. They brought back Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft, Jody Fortson, Johnny Smith. They brought in Robert Jones, Isaiah Wynn, Jack Driscoll, Aaron Brewer, Shaq Barrett, Neville Gallimore, Jonathan Harris, Benito Jones, Deshaun Hand, Jordan Brooks, Anthony Walker, Kendall Fuller, Nick Needham, Jordan Poyer, Sharon Neal, and Jake Bailey. How do you feel about the Dolphins?
The Dolphins, they're they all right though.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins. I think they've had an underrated free agency class. You know, you got Jordan Poyer and Kendall Fuller, two great players
Right.
in the secondary. And yeah, so yeah. Patriots, you know, they brought in Jacoby Brissett. You know, to be honest, ain't nobody care about the Patriots.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna end it. I was just trying to do a quick stream real quick. So you can like, subscribe, share. And you can also subscribe to Hurricane Mike. Blaze, where can they find you?
All right. They can find me on Facebook at Blaze Smith, and y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Blaze BLAIZE SMITH altogether 6978.
Yep.
And I live stream football games, the Hurricanes, your Hurricanes, every Sunday. I mean, not every Sunday, every Saturday, and every Sunday I do a recap show at 12 p.m.
All right. All right. That's gonna leave us, and I'm gonna leave you always with a who dat.
Who that?